What is up? What is up, everybody? This is Morphin Mike, and this is another wrestling. Not even the wrestling. The Morphing Cast by Wrestling Wink. I'm very tuned into wrestling because we just watched the Royal Rumble. But we are doing a Morphing Cast. We are reviewing Power Rangers, Dino Charge. Um, yes. And I am with Tejas T. I am
I am
Morphin
always
Mike.
I'm always here,
and
and he was just really excited to talk about this cast,
yes.
and also the fact that we just watched the Royal Rumble, and it was a very eventful outcome, and I can understand the excitement on the Merc's part.
I'm
But
very happy for Liv Morgan.
me too.
That is all.
I say the same thing, 100%.
That is all. The rest of the show, I wish other outcomes, but this is what we got. We'll be reviewing it tomorrow on the Wrestling Babble. If you are available tomorrow, we could add you on for the Royal Rumble recap. So you let me know. We record around 2 o'clock. If you have the available time for the Wrestling Babble, we'll get you on.
I'm pretty sure I'm doing nothing tomorrow.
So
I'm just letting you know.
I'll text you in the morning if you're up for it. About 2 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll record for the Wrestling Babble. You don't have to know everything. Because we do watch AEW, we do watch TNA and stuff like that. But for the Royal Rumble review,
I know enough to contribute to each conversation,
yeah,
and I'm a recent avid wrestler fan,
yeah,
so I do know how to continue a conversation and being part of it.
yeah,
But I'm very happy to have been a part of the Royal Rumble.
yeah.
You
It
know
was
what I
fun.
mean?
It was
But
fun.
we are not on the wrestling
No,
babble.
we are on the Power Rangers on the Morphin Cast, and we are reviewing Dino Charge. This is our second review of Dino Charge. The reason why we're doing the second review is the fact that we are going it with the
Counterparts,
counterpart
yeah.
of the Sentai. So the next cast we're doing is the Sentai version of the Dino Charge.
So like up to this moment in time, I we're close to the end of what America put out.
Yes,
You know what I
we
mean?
have three
We got
seasons.
like three more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's safe to acknowledge the fact of the longevity of what the Morphin cast have been.
yeah,
We went through all of up to up to Ninja Steel, right?
yeah. We went to
Which
Ninja
is
Steel.
one season after
Two,
where we are. 2 seasons.
two seasons. No, no, one season after,
Yeah,
and
no,
then
because right now we're
yeah,
at Dino Charge,
yes,
and
you're
then
correct.
Ninja Steel
Will be your next, yes.
will be the last thing that we watched,
Yeah.
right?
So
It's important to note that we are as close to the finale than we were originally. We literally started watching every single American series, and as soon as we got to the next season after where we're at, we started the Sentais.
yeah, because the Sentai started becoming available.
You know what I mean?
And then we were talking about it, and we tested the waters, and we did our first couple of reviews of Zoo Ranger and Dire Ranger. I think Dire Ranger is the one that got us like, all right, we're going to do the rest of these.
Yeah.
But I think it was Goku, Gokaiger that got me wanting to do the Sentais, because that was the pirate one, and then we were watching the Mega Force.
But yeah, you watched it on
I
your own
started I
time.
started
Yeah.
watching my own time, and I was
Yes.
like, yeah, we gotta do the Sentais because the season I started the season early. I was like 20 episodes in. I was like, yo, we gotta watch these,
Well,
and then
here we are.
here we are,
we
because
we
the our
we
last review.
we literally went back in time. We went to this season before what became a structural Power Ranger Super Sentai thing, which was Mighty Morphin. We went back to Zoo Ranger, then we went back to what was it, Jet Ranger,
Jet Ranger.
which should have been the original thing of why we are here
Originally, yes.
today.
Technically, no. Technically, the original one was supposed to be Mass 5.
And what was
Mass
that?
5 is 86, I think. It was a couple Rangers. Oh, it was not. If it was not Mass Five, it was Bioman. It was one of those two. So that's
I
85 and
know of
86.
Bioman. I
Yeah.
know of it.
So 85, 86, because it had the same character. I remember in Dire Ranger, the dude with the fucking arm that he had to train and he let him had to
Oh yeah,
fight and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. I
He was
remember.
one of the he was the Red Ranger of that series. I think it
Okay.
was Mass Five. So Stan Lee originally wanted to bring that down here already, and then Saban teamed up with the same lady that brought the X Men series.
From the 90s.
Yeah, she brought the
Da-da-da-da.
she's the one that brought the Power Rangers here with Saban. So
Okay.
she was the teammate with Saban, and then originally it was supposed to be Jetman, but the footage they had was a little bit too adult because you had monster smoking and shit like that. So they didn't really go into that. So what they did was they didn't like it either. So
They definitely don't. That's a shout out from Bella and Jake.
yes,
This is real life stuff right here, so.
yes,
And she gets smacked to the butt.
yes, spanking the butt. Anyway, so what I was talking about. So yes, we went to. So yes, we started from there. We went back. We watched the original Mighty Morphin. We continued with the counterparts of the Sentais,
Up to this
besides
point in
Jetman,
time.
and up to the point in time. So we went from Z Ranger to Ninja Ranger to Dire Ranger to Ninja Ranger to the other counterparts of each series. So, like the first Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series was 3 seasons. It was Dire Ranger, it was the
An O Ranger.
Ninja Ranger, and the Ninja Ranger and the Zoo Ranger. So we actually watched the season, watched the counterpart, watched the season, watched the counterpart. We've been doing it for
Years.
almost a year,
No, we've been doing it for
a
more than
little bit of
that.
that. So a little bit more than that. So we are going to because the Sensei's take longer. So usually the Sensei's are guaranteed 51 episodes, 50 to 51 episodes. So the
Around about.
Sensei's take a little longer, but honestly, usually are better. There are some that weren't as great, but we, for the most part, we were spoiled with the Sentai. Um, so we are doing the same thing. We are on Super Dino Charge. This aired. Let me get the time frame, and then we'll go from there. So we have Dino Charge that started September 7th, 2015. This is Saban brand. This is when Saban took over again. So they did Samurai, Super Samurai, Mega Force, Super Mega Force, and then they did this Dino Charge and Super Dino Charge. They started adding Super with the second season. So
Which I don't understand, personally. They
they
could have
had
just kept
upgrades.
going.
They have upgrades.
I understand with the last season that we were Mega
Yeah.
Force because they had two different Sentais.
Yes, that
So
one had
like
two
I
different
can
sentais.
understand Mega and Mega Force. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
I can understand Super Mega Force and regular Mega Force. I can understand the difference.
yeah.
But now you're like stretching it. You know what I mean? Like
So
you're
yes. So I'll give you a little synopsis. This is Power Rangers Down Charge in America, superheroes drama. Uh, and the sixth
superheroes drama.
and the 22nd installment of Power Rangers, adapting the first half of the 37th Super Sentai series, Zodan Sentai Kaio Ranger. A second season covering the second half of the Kaio Ranger premiered in the years followed. So basically, this is a combination of the Kaio Ranger.
Yeah.
I run through the plot, and then we go from there. 65 million years ago, the legendary Transcend emerged. We're given 10 dinosaurs for safekeeping by an alien named Keeper. By Win's leg, an intergalactic bounty hunter attempted to acquire their emergence. His ship was blasted into space, and his asteroid crashed into Earth, leading to the extinction of the dinosaurs and their emergence being lost with them. Now, present day, Sledge is back and started sniffing around Earth looking for their emergent, their emergems. in order to harness the power and annihilate the world. So the team of Power Rangers will form to find their merged gems. First, the bounty hunters and other treats the other threats with the dinosaur power, sword, blaster, Zords, and whatever. Um, yeah. So what we found out is the fact that Keeper was in Earth for millions of years and didn't do shit to protect these
Yeah,
gems.
he didn't do a thing.
He's like, they hidden. Alright, I'm good.
Yeah. Yo, first and foremost, let me put out there.
A little higher.
eh, let me put out there that at least Keeper. I'll give Keeper one thing. Keeper fought. Like he always did this like ninja karate kick,
Yeah.
the like the chop in the air.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
always did that. He was always involved, but like I don't know, he just weirded me out. Like you know, watching this show, I thought of my own season of the Power Rangers. And a perfect scenario is a character like Keeper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you sit there from the very beginning, and you're sitting there, and like he's the best guy, he's this guy, he's that
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then the last two episodes, you after 50 fucking episodes, right? You know of everything going around, you find out ultimately that Keeper was the bad guy the entire time.
That was like Dire Ranger.
Yes, but the entire time it's like you think that like this person. Remember
That was Dire Ranger.
you texted me and you were like, "Yo, I wish it just spanned it a little bit longer."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he would have broke at some point in time.
Yeah. Um. So my biggest issue with this season was when it started Super and having Drag as one of the villains. He was the human. Is
Yeah,
is that his name? I might have his name wrong. Slag is the main dude. Um.
Sledge is the main dude.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
was the human name?
it was the Jekyll and Hyde character. It was like
Xander. No, Xander was the Gold Ranger. Sledge was the main red. Here, red. Sure. Oh fuck. What's his name?
it was like Jekyll and Hyde. It was like Slide and
You know what's funny is that I fucking had his name written down too.
yeah. And what's sad is that he's actually one of the best parts of the show.
I feel like they could have built that story a lot longer.
Oh yeah, they definitely could have. He was what imprisoned for a little bit,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then all of a sudden, like the ship crashes. I mean, he came out for one episode, got thrown back into the thing, came back out, and then was running the show.
yeah.
And then up to a point in time where eventually he separates himself from the entity, the dark um,
Heckley,
stone.
Heckley and Slide, Heckley and Slide. Slide was the monster version.
Okay,
Heckley was the human version.
Heckler,
Heckley,
Heckley,
yeah,
Heckley.
yeah, it was
What
Heckley.
the heck, Lee?
So we had Sledge and his Harley Quinn wife in the beginning of the first season.
Poisandra,
Poseidon.
Poisandra.
They were one thing I'll say they were cool looking monsters.
Yeah, I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them for what they were. I think Sledge and listen, if you want a really full review, go check back to our other podcast
Yeah,
of this actual episode that we are talking about. You know what I mean? This is our second time going through. So I'm gonna be real with it. Like Poisandra, like she was just a needy ass girl. Sledge was just a guy that was just trying to woo and pursue
make
the
me spit out.
badass chick, you know, in the neighborhood, and he ended up killing all the dinosaurs. Okay, he had a fucking ship full of asteroids, and he destroyed the whole world.
He's like, my
Okay,
bad.
65 million years ago, all of a sudden, you know, they wake back up, they come back to two, and then the Power Rangers come and destroy everything. All right. This is literally every single Power Ranger episode show that we have ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what makes this show good, I honestly think that the graphics are probably the best up to date.
They're better.
Um, when we were watching it on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So we were watching it in like 4K,
Yeah.
HD. You know what I mean? Like we didn't get that in 2015.
No, we didn't.
You know what I mean? I also felt more American with the villains, like Americanized
Yeah.
version of Power
Oh
Rangers.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like I don't think Sledge is like Japanese.
I can't tell you because I have not watched the season of the.
Uh, I know for a fact that Poisandra,
Yeah, I know she's in there.
she's in the
I know she's 100% in it, and also Heckle. But Heckle's a ranger.
yeah.
But Heckle has a ranger suit.
I mean, me and you both know he looks like what's his face from space, um, Ecliptor.
Ecliptor, yeah, yeah, yeah. He does.
And I know we said that in our first
Yeah, yeah, we
podcast
did.
of this.
We
He
100% said that.
that literally was a nod to that season.
Yeah.
But
Um.
let,
So
let's go into the Rangers.
yeah, let's
Let's
go.
let's go into the Rangers.
Let's go to that. So we got our Power Rangers. We have the red Dino Charge, which is Tyler. We have black, that's Chase. We have blue, that's Coda. We have green, that's Riley, and then we have pink, that's Shelby. We have gold, that's Sir Ivan. We have
This is an
graphite.
extended cast.
We have graphite as Prince Philip III. We have purple as Kendall Morgan and Albert Smith at one point. Um, and then we had is this Super Dino? No, this is regular Dino Charge. And then Super Dino Charge, we have um this dude's father. He was the Turquoise Ranger.
Yeah, because they couldn't give him a color.
Yeah. So let's see. All right, here we go. We have Aqua Ranger, which was James Narvel, which was the father of Tyler. We have Purple, which was Kendall Morgan. We have Zeo Wing, which was the Silver Ranger. Graphite and Silver Ranger confused me because they are the same fucking color.
I mean, they're basically, and they pay no actual like significance into any story
Yeah,
besides the episodes that they're in.
yeah. So those are the Rangers. I could run down the cast if you want to know their names. Brenna Maji was Tyler. Chase was James Davis. Koda was Yoshi Sarasu, which he actually comes back later on in Ninja Steel. He also does a lot of stunt work, so there you go. His brother also was a ranger in another season.
That's cool.
We have Dino Charge Green, which I think he was also a Blue Ranger. Um, we have Michael Tabler as Riley. We have Camille Hyde as Shelby. We have Davey Santos as the Gold Ranger. We have Ruben Turner and Dan Mogus as the Aqua Ranger. We have Jared Baskowskin as the Graphite Ranger. We have Claire Blackwelder, that's the Kendall Morgan. And we have Alster Rowing as the Silver Ranger. There we go. All the Rangers. We had a lot of Rangers.
Too many Rangers.
This season has a lot of Rangers. Um, One thing I could tell is the fact that whoever is Hyde, he also is a Ranger in the Sentai. He has a dark blue suit and he has like pterodactyl wings, and he actually is an evil Ranger in that series.
Okay, so
Um,
they actually portrayed that the right way.
they betrayed it the right way, but I wish they actually brought his suit.
Okay.
He actually has a Power Ranger suit. It's a dark blue with red trimmings and shit. It was actually a pretty cool suit. They did it in the comic though. Um, in the Solar Ranger storyline, he's one of the Rangers. So
Okay.
there you go. But with this season, again, it goes into the same tropes as the Power Rangers, as in it's very goody goody, it's very kiddie. Again, it's a kid show.
That
We are
this was very
reviewing it.
PG though.
Yeah,
This was G rated, 100% like which has been kind of consistent in the last 4 or 5
Yeah.
seasons of Power Rangers. You know, Eh, there's a huge difference from Saban original era than Disney.
Yeah.
When Disney took over, then Disney sold it back to Saban, and it's Saban kind of bank off of a Disney kind of concept
Yeah.
where I don't think they really mesh well together. I'm not saying that the show is bad. I'm thinking that more of the characters itself don't really have the chemistry that we're kind of looking for Rangers. Look at the Red Ranger himself. Like he should be a voiceover for like a kiddie cartoon, not a live action, Power Ranger.
Yeah.
He's not good.
He was okay.
He's not good.
I'll say he was okay. Again, there are worse than him.
Yes, I think so as well.
There are a lot worse than him. I think the Rangers were okay. I think their bond and their characteristics within the bond was okay. I think they actually told a good story. Like I said, more and more while I watched the season, I think again I agree with you more with Kendall Morgan, as in she was the Billy, she was the kind of the utility person, but also fighting and stuff like
First
that.
off, Kendall Morgan is the goat of females
I
of all
wish
Power
I
Rangers.
will say I wish she was more in more episodes to give her
But
that
she's
whole
in
form.
every episode.
She's in every episode going to Super. Beyond that, she's in she's in as a ranger.
Bro, she's a fighter.
As a ranger.
Yes, but hear me out. If you're the voice and the mind together,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because that's what she was. She was a thinker. She was a speaker. She talked to everybody. Like
To the
she
teacher.
orchestrated the entire thing to ultimately. So she's already the Billy, the mind state.
So
She's the goat, bro.
so
She's
I
the
have
goat female. I don't care what anybody say.
so this is something I will say, and just to see her responsibility with it. If she knew about these powers this long, we don't know how long she knew.
We don't.
Because this dude was in the world for almost a million years and didn't do jack shit.
Fury.
And then the villains were there as long as he was there.
Fury was there for 65 million years and didn't find a single fucking thing.
Honestly, I think the Rangers fucked up in finding these things. Honestly, they should have just minded their business, left it where it was, and then none of these monsters would have came out.
I, I blame it on fucking the Red Ranger's dad. I blame it on his dad, the Turquoise Ranger, whatever the fuck he was.
Aqua.
I blame it on Coda's family. I blame it on, what's the real problem with about the show? And this is the God's honest truth. Honestly, this is the most unorthodox Morphin cast episode ever. But I'm gonna put it like this: the show was good, but the problem is at the end of it, they go back in time, right? And they beat the villains. The villains don't even know who they are, and then they're like, okay, you can go back to your own timeline, and you can go back to this, and you can go back to that. I'm like, do you understand what fucking time space continuum means? Like, you're gonna go back to those times, and like none of this ever happened. Like, you wouldn't be able to do that. Like, do you guys understand what time travel is? I'm sorry, you don't.
No,
It's bad. Like, hey Coda, we went back 65 million years ago, and we stopped the dinosaurs from perishing from a fucking asteroid impact from Sledge, all because of fucking Keepers. Who knows what Keeper was doing? Keeper could have been the asshole.
He was just whacking it the whole time.
Like fuck you.
Yeah.
Keep 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 on, Keeper. Keep on. Who knows what happened? But you stopped the dinosaurs from perishing from an asteroid impact. Everything changes. You don't have a choice, Coda, to go back 600 years. Uh, Xandar from fucking whatever the hell his name is. Like, bro, you don't have a choice. I'm sorry. You're going back to time because you would have never created this moment in time. So are they a paradox? Did they erase
I
themselves?
wonder if they remember what they did.
They did because they went to the future and guess what? There was petting zoos of dinosaurs.
Yes, the dinosaurs are alive. They
It's
became Jurassic
stupid.
Park.
It's stupid. It's the most
They
anticlimactic ending.
Shelby was excited to dig into Triceratops shit.
Yeah, well, she stepped in it too.
She was like, yeah.
Well, her dad wanted her to make her ice cream.
um, yeah, that was something. And then I sent you the Family Guy video.
Yes, you did.
Am I right or wrong?
It's literally the same shit. So, I,
This season, again, I will say there was some entertainment to it. I think after once it became super, it got it more action packed. So there was a lot more fighting and stuff like that. But it still had like a not a great story, but it has some action. So you had that.
I'm gonna be
Um,
honest. The worst part about the show is the Red Ranger. The Red Ranger is the worst part. Everything else, we know it's a kid show.
yeah,
Like I don't want to go in thinking that like, hey, this is like a Emmy-winning dramatic series. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking like I'm 8, 9 years old, 10 years old, watching Power Rangers.
yeah,
You know what I mean? In the time frame that we're watching, this is 2015.
yeah,
We're in a time frame of like kids playing Modern Warfare 2.
yeah,
You know,
here and there.
like Modern Warfare, like Halo.
They're not supposed to be playing it, but they're playing it.
But come on, bro. That they
Not
birthed
supposed to be
it.
playing
Birthed
it.
us. That's where we are.
I know people got fired because selling certain of those games. So
Listen, you worked
get
at
that
Blockbuster. I
and
get it.
GameStop.
And GameStop, like the two organizations that were anti that. We get it, 100%.
Oh,
But are you telling me that in a generation at that time, they couldn't have went just a tiny bit, add just a little more shade? I'm not saying go dark, but add a little bit more shade to the point where the Red Ranger doesn't sound like he's a fucking tranquiliquid. Like
I think that's not gonna change with the actor. So what he sound
he,
like
he
is what
he was
he is.
horrible, bro.
I don't
He's the
think he
worst
was
part of
that
the whole
bad.
show.
I don't think he's that bad because we had worse Red Rangers.
Arguably,
We had worse Red
yeah,
Rangers.
he's top four worst.
I'll say he's like 3 or 4.
Yeah, he's top four
He's not
worst.
top one. He's not number one.
No, 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 no.
We have number one,
He's
and
top
yeah,
four
yeah,
worst.
that's fine.
I won't even bring it to five
That is
because
fine. That's
I
fine.
need to accent how bad he is. He's not five. He's bad. He's a bad ranger.
I think I think that overall though the chemistry of the Rangers were okay. Like I think they all kind of collab with each other. They all had stories with each other. The Green Ranger became kind of like a like he wanted to make money. So he became like the Zach Morris of Power Rangers. So as clean as Zach Morris could be, he was.
So
When Coda wanted to play, he went to Beyblade Full.
those
He
are
was like,
just
"Yo, let's
really
go.
bad
We
episodes.
gonna make money. Let's go. Let's make some money. I'm his agent."
I mean, he lived on a farm.
Yeah.
You know, he left his family. Like I get it. I mean, I don't think the Rangers entirely were all bad.
I don't think they were bad.
I don't. I it's the Red Ranger that like
He ignored you.
if you put a different Red Ranger in, it would be a really good
I think it
season.
was his voice more than anything.
Yeah, because he's overly like this,
Yeah.
Dad. It's like, bro, it's episode 5, and the monster, is sitting right there, and something is being extracted out of his body, and you automatically assume it's your father. I'm like, no,
I
bro.
saw a dinosaur wearing a bag. I thought that was my daddy.
it was, it was literally like,
Yeah, he kind of went a little too long with that. As in, like every monster was his dad at one point, and it was like, all right.
no, it was,
It reminded
what's
me
his
of.
face from 800 years ago.
It
You know what I
reminded me
mean?
of. You ever watched Austin Powers Gold Member?
Me and Christina actually just recently watched
This.
every single fucking Austin Powers
Yeah,
movie.
Daddy wasn't there song.
Yeah, I know
That's
exactly what you're
exactly
talking
what it
about.
was. Daddy wasn't there. um, The Zords I didn't really care about because I think they didn't really have much of a story. They look cool, but for come to a point that it just made me not care about them because it became too much of a
Honestly, with me, it just felt like product placement by this toy.
pretty much.
Like toy, even like their suits. You know what I
I
mean,
didn't mind their suits.
bro?
I will
Up to
say,
their helmets,
yeah,
everything to me screamed toy. Their helmets
yeah,
actually were like you remember in Dino Thunder,
yeah,
like when they fucking
yeah,
morphed and you saw them
yeah,
roar. Like those helmets were that in mid action. So I didn't mind the helmets. Every other thing like the Super Force, the Super this, fucking the suit with it coming off the shoulder,
yeah.
that was total product placement for the toys. Same thing with the Zords. The Zord was a toy fighting.
Yeah,
It looked like Toy Story.
I didn't mind the suits. I think the suits were fine. It wasn't the best suits. It wasn't the lowest suits. I liked the helmets.
The helmet, but you like the suits,
The suits weren't
bro.
bad.
They looked fucking aqua colored. They
They
it just
weren't bad.
looked bad.
I will say when it comes to silver, graphite, and
All
and
those
gold
extra.
and gold, silver should have been more silver. Gold should have been more gold. He looked mustard.
He did look
And
mustard.
then and graphite. I didn't know what the fuck. I got silver and graphite confused because I didn't know like is there two gray rangers?
But there is apparently.
Apparently, graphite is a color. So
Man,
there you go.
I'm gonna be honest. And like, when did they assemble? All of a sudden, it's like five of them fighting. Then all of a sudden, 12 Rangers are there.
Well, one one was the father of what's his name? What is his name? Tyler. One was the father. Taylor. He had the cast and thing like that. How
He
he
kept
didn't know
leaving
that?
them. He kept leaving them.
So my big issue is why didn't Kendall Morgan actually pinpoint him? She has all this technology with the fucking
Don't throw
charge.
shade at Kendall, bro.
I'm just saying.
No, no,
I'm
no.
just saying.
Don't throw shade at Kendall, bro.
I'm just saying.
Listen, it's not her fault. She was trying to pinpoint where they were. It's not her fault that the Energems chose the people that they chose.
So how so
Hey, don't do it. Don't do it.
so
The Energems got an issue, okay?
you try to blame everything but her.
It's not
And
her.
it's going purple too.
It's not her. What did she do but help? She's the goat, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Can what's her face from Time Force create an Energem? I don't think so.
She's not in that the Ranger
She's in the
series.
fucking future with
Exactly.
technology.
Exactly.
And
She
her
probably could tell.
technology is trash, bro.
She could probably tell them
Kendall
to make
Kendall
a morpher.
fucking yo, Kendall Morgan is the goat. She's the goat. She's the best ranger of all time.
She had,
Female ranger of
she
all
did
time.
she did have a cool suit.
Yeah, but you said
Probably one of
suit.
my favorite suits. She has one of my favorite suits because I like the color scheme
Yeah,
with it.
no, we listen. That dark purple.
Looks dope.
There's a lot of different colors in this season.
There's only two Rangers that had it since we watched.
Purple.
Purple, yeah. RJ and her.
Yo, Kendall was a freak. I'm just saying that. Kendall Morgan. What's the truth?
All right. So
We said a whole lot of nothing.
we said a whole lot of nothing. I have still a point with Hilda Morgan, the fact that she had the technology to look for these things, and some people had it, and she didn't have the pinpoint of those people that had it at the point in time. But beyond that,
She was building it as she went.
I think she had the technology for long enough because again, Keeper was there for a long ass time. There's probably people beyond her that had the technology to look for them, and they fucking like
Bro, they're there
I
for
think Keeper.
65 million
I think
years.
Keeper gave him a stick and like a rock. Like, go find the coin.
it.
Because I think he just wanted to be in the be in her. He's like, good here. These are mystical. A stick and a rock.
And if you
Go find
if you
these
went
power chargers.
if you went past the waterfall, you've gone too far.
Exactly. If you're
Make
getting cold, you're too full. You're too far.
make a right.
Because Keeper was there for a million years. He couldn't find these things. So
65.
65 million years. Being in a place for 65 million years, at least one of those years you'll have a good year. At least one of those years.
Yeah, no, I feel
He
you.
did not have one. So, yes, Keeper was a terrible mentor.
He was.
Yes. Mm. He was a terrible mentor. He just pretty much was like, gave messages.
I think he gave up.
No, he gave messages.
To
They weren't
where?
great messages, but he gave messages.
Fucking bastard.
He came out of nowhere when shit hit the fan. And he was like, "Oh, I remember this.
He was like,
Let me tell you about this,
let me tell you about this
because I
time.
forgot it. It was supposed to tell you earlier."
Let me tell you about this time.
He's like a drunk uncle.
He's like that drunk. Listen, man, we're gonna have to wrap this
Yeah.
cast
So
up.
Dino
Okay?
Charge.
I apologize that we didn't actually really talk about Dino Charge, but today is a day. We watched the Royal Rumble. We drank some beers. We had a good time.
Liv
And
Morgan won.
yeah, Liv Morgan won.
We're
Yeah.
mad about the rest.
Bella's on the table.
She's mad about the rest too.
Christina's coming home. It is what it is.
So beyond that, Dino Charge. Where you grade it?
A 3-4.
I give it a 3.
Give it a 3-4.
I give it higher than the other ones, so I give it a
I
3.
give it a 3-4, and it's because of Kendall Morgan.
Kendall Morgan was great.
Kendall Morgan is the goat.
And she's a great character in the comics, so I give
She my second time going through this show, she made me feel like I wasn't wrong the first time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She justified my first viewing because she didn't have to do what she had to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she could have just been that character, the alpha,
Yeah.
the Alpha 5, but the Energem chose her. And then she also did some real 007 type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, a couple episodes.
I would say Hyde would have been a better long term story, and that's something I said to you. If
I
they would
agree.
have went with the Hyde long term story and him actually getting close to the Rangers and him actually getting very partnership with the Rangers to actually discover the layer and all that stuff, I think it would have built to a better story.
Yeah, spent a
And
little time.
I think they rushed that extremely.
I agree.
And I liked
100%.
him. I liked him. I also wish that we got to his part his power, because he's a ranger in the Sentai, and his ranger suit is fucking dope. It's a dark blue with red trimming and shit like that. It's really dope, and I wish he actually had that ranger series, because there was times that he went into the Megazord. He was supposed to have a ranger gear, because that's what happened in Sentai.
Yeah.
But beyond that, it was an okay season. It was a better season than the other Saban series.
I mean,
I didn't care about Samurai that much. Beyond Decker and the female Red, I didn't really care about this season.
ooh, besides the female Red and Decker. I mean, this season.
Decker's chick too.
Yes, I understand, but Kendall is.
I think this season is better than the Saban relaunch.
I agree to that. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have
Yes.
Mega Force
Yes.
and you have Samurai.
And also, honestly, the graphics are better. You can go to YouTube and you can see it like in the greatest
Yeah.
like resolution possible.
Yeah. So there
I
we go.
I enjoyed it. It was a Power Ranger show. I am a 40-year-old man watching a 8-9-year-old show. You know what I mean?
Yes.
For something that came out in 2015, I thought it was okay, but I think also that they play to a demographic that they don't think they can handle maybe a little bit more darker stuff or like heavier
I
stuff.
think honestly,
You know what I
if
mean?
you
Like
went more teen and have it a bit more dramatic, I think you would have had a better scope of what
no
the series should be.
five-year-olds watching this, bro. Like I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You know?
No, you have the regular, you have like the older kids and teens who are watching it. I think if you would develop more, well, honestly, be honest, like a Saved by the Bell storyline into within this, like it has to have that teen storyline.
Like Buffy
If
the
you,
Vampire
it
Slayer.
doesn't have to be too kiddie that is like a kid show, like watching Barney. It could have that a bit more edge to it, have the action of the edge to it, and still be the kind of the show that you want for kids. Like,
Like Goosebumps.
yeah, I could say that. Like, it had that mature theme. It kind of went with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Cause Goosebumps had had its corny moments, and it had its moments where you were like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
because it goes to a point that, like, again, I feel like they lack in watching the Sentai. I feel like they've picked good scenes from the Sentai that they want to use, but they really don't get caps the grasp of the stories of the Sentai. And I think that's where it falls because when the Sentai is good, the Sentai is good, and they
I
bring their
agree.
stories, they bring those dramas, they bring everything
Sentai's
like that.
majorly good though.
Yeah, but that's where I think the American they should lean more on this, take advantage of what they have at the time, and lean more on the Sentai. When you actually copy stories from the Sentai, it works for you. Look at Dino Thunder.
Yo, how many casts have we done with Sentai? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have been watching every single season of American Power Rangers while watching their counterpart of Super Sentai, where they get the footage from.
Yeah,
Now, what we're trying to say is that if they copied just the storyline of the Sentai footage that they're already taking, it's a formula for like good storytelling.
yeah,
9 times out of 10, you can check back at all of our previous casts. There's only maybe one or two, maybe three, the most,
yeah.
that America actually beat out the Sentai. You know what I mean? Sentai is where it's at, and I firmly believe that everybody that likes Power Rangers, likes this, likes that, dive down into the Super Sentai.
Yeah.
Get some education, understand where it came from,
Yeah.
and appreciate it for what it is.
Because
I feel like
honestly,
that's what we really
it
did.
fucked up my countdown. It fucked up a lot of my thoughts of Sentai of Power Rangers because when I watch the Sentai, I think this thing is a lot better.
Things change
Yeah, 100%.
dramatically.
But I think if they adapted some of the story more often than what they do, I think they would have grasped a better audience to
Yeah.
it.
I mean, but we're also talking about a show from 2015.
No, but even like
Like nowadays.
put it this way: if they would have took any of the fucking adaptation of Gokaiger, if they would have did that full story of Gokaiger, have five fucking pirates fucking start taking coins, taking things and like that, and then all of a sudden had to be the heroes. If they would have took that fucking storyline and put it into America,
It would be Jack Sparrow of.
it would have fucking been dope.
It'd be Pirates of the Caribbean.
But if you would have took it with that same style and that same
No, no,
attitude,
no. Like 100. Every ranger an individual, but a ranger's a pirate.
yeah. And he's greedy. He wanted all the
They're
fucking
greedy.
keys. They're greedy,
They're
yeah.
greedy. Yes.
But I think again, if you would adapt more into that story, I think that season would have been better.
I agree.
And there's things in this season, like again, I have never watched the Go Kai Caillou Watcher, whatever it's called. The Dino Thunder, the Dino Charge, yeah, the Dino Charge version of it. I'd never seen it before. So me not never seeing it before, I'm curious of where they go with it. All I know is, and I warned you this of ahead of time, they dance before they morph.
That's something I'm not looking forward to,
but
but
beyond
I will have a laugh at.
but beyond that, like I think if they adapted more, if they have would have adapted more to the Japanese storytelling and actually bring that more into that not TV7 but that that teen era, I think you would have that. Yeah, I think you would have had a better show.
I feel you.
So we go from that. This is Dino Charge, Super Dino Charge, and
What
Dino
would you
Charge.
give Dino Charge?
Dino Charge, I give it 3.
3.
I'm at a 3.
I 3-1, 3-2, 3. I don't know. I like Kendall.
I gave Megaforce and Super Megaforce a 1.
Okay.
I gave Samurai a 2.5.
So it's a
Yeah,
stretch for you to say
yeah,
3. So yeah.
yes. So it is what it is. So we're gonna wrap this up. This is the Morphin Cast. This is for Dino Charge and Super Dino Charge. It's all one season. It's 2 seasons of them. Is 1 season. We'll be back for a Super Sentai version of Dino Charge. I can't remember it. Ryu Ranger. That's what it's called. Um, we'll be back for that. So stay tuned. Also, we have the Wheel of Hell that we will have Mask Rider coming up soon.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that, and
We're
we
gonna
have
have a
more
cast for that very soon.
options of the Wheel of Hell coming soon. So stay tuned for that. I am Rick the Mike. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch and TikTok. All Rick the Mike. Follow by second link on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and WordPress. Follow Tenacious T. Just follow his ass.
Yeah, you can follow me at the real Tatsuku Wop on Instagram and the real Tatsuku Wop on Twitter. About to be more interactive with both of them. We both just started a new cast, which I hope everybody can go and tune into. It's called The Book Club. Nothing but TVs and TV and movie shows. You know what I mean?
The Book Club, a TV and movie podcast.
Yes, The Book Club, a TV and movie podcast. Yes, so tune in for that. Also tune into all of our other casts.
Yes, we have the Morph Cast, we have the Odd Shell Shock Cast, we have the Not a Trekkie podcast, and we have the old episodes of Game of Rage. We also have the weekly It Gets Better, I Swear, and the Wrestling Babble, so stay tuned for those. Also, follow Game On.
Yeah, you can follow. You can go and check out Game On in two separate locations. One in Miller Place, one in Smithtown. Satisfying all your richer video games needs. They are a shop. You can go in there and buy physical copies with discount prices, and it's nothing but a good time when you walk in there. You can also go and check out Game On Richer Video Game Arcade. One in Smith Haven Mall, located in Lake Grove, and the other in Riverhead Tanger Outlets.
I still gotta go to that one.
We both do, because I have
Yeah.
not been there yet.
I almost went there with my nieces.
Well, I think personally, everybody should go to the mall one
Mm-hmm.
first,
They've been there. They went to that
especially
one.
if you're coming from out west. Okay, that's the first one to go to. Then go to the other one. But shouts out to Tristan. Tristan's a good guy. I have nothing but good love and good intentions for the rest of his, you know, journey in providing the community with retro video game, because in all reality I'm a firm believer in that, and he's one person that actually gives a shit about his community.
Yes.
So shouts out to him always.
Peace out, laters, and fuck Zordon.
Yeah, fuck Zordon.